following the promulgation of its second constitution in 1968. West Germans. The Western media and statesmen initially avoided the official name and its abbreviation, instead using terms like Ostzone, Eastern Zone, 23, Sowjetistschbesatzungszonen, Soviet Occupation Zone, often abbreviated to SBZ, and Sogern DDR, 24, also called GDR. 25. The center of political power in East Berlin was referred to as Pankow. The seat of command of the Soviet forces in East Germany was referred to as Karlschaft. 23. Over time, however, the abbreviation DDR was also increasingly used colloquially by West Germans and West German media. When used by West Germans, Westdeutschland, West Germany, was a term almost always in reference to the geographic region of Western Germany and not Toth area within the boundaries of the Federal Republic of Germany. However, this use was not always consistent, and West Berliners frequently used the term Westdeutschland to denote the Federal Republic. 26. Before World War II.
Yes, we have to pause because I have some Danish video I need to put public, and I'm eating this candy, but I'm almost finished. Let's put it there. Yes, now it's 6:10 p.m. Let's put this video public, and I need some lemonade. That's the garbage, that's for recycling, that's paper and paper boxes and glass jars. Glass jars like this one. Let's get some lemonades. So like that's my life in 1990. I was close to 25 or 24 years old. I was 20 years old in 1986, so all this Eastern Germany, that's from my lifetime. I remember I was in Germany as teenagers, could be in early 1982. From Denmark with some bus travel, and then we stop and look at the river. You can look to the Eastern Germany. From the West Germany, the tourists go there and look the wall and got this guard towers. Yes, we got this Eastern Germany guard towers. Then you can have a river. That was a place tourists go to look to the East Germany, and they told me we should be careful, not provoke the guards, like do something with the hand signals. Yes, not do something like this, not provoke the guards. So I remember being 15 or 16 years old or younger. I was on the bus travel with my mom, I think, and sister. You could buy some cheap bus travel from Denmark to I think that was to Harzen. Yes, that's Harzen in Germany. You have some hills there. Okay, I forgot that we need to put some video public. That's my Lego. I took one plastic box from there to my Intel, my CPU collection. That's all LGA 1155. Then I have another box there. With LGA 55 there, so I need some plastic boxes like this. And I need to buy more zip bag. There's a zip bag like 10 to 7 centimeters or 12 or larger. This is the old Intel 8186 I put down there. This is the old AMD, the AMD 8088. This is some empty zip-backs, so I just put it there. So that will not take much space to have a CPU collection, but I need more plastic boxes. Then I need to get some more of these bigger boxes like this one. I could have all the CPUs in just one box like this. But everything is kind of full. That's my comics. I'm finished reading my Tarzans. Yes, but let's put the Danish Video Public if they're ready. No, part 3 is 91. Part 2 is ready. No, needs wait part 3, but part 4 is ready. I don't know why this is only 3 minutes. Oh, that's because that's the last part, and part 5 is ready, and 6, and 8. So we need part 3 need to be ready. But that will be ready in a few minutes. It's checking, the video is finished reading, I need to checking. It says check status 5%. So we need to do something else 2 or 3 minutes. Can do my CPUs. But this is the LGA, I think that's the most new, but they're not special new, but it says like 2011 on the CPU, but they actually from 2013 and 14 did write it on a PRX like this one, this Intel Pentium G3000 3250. It says 11. Like 2011, copyright 11, but actually this is 3 years later. It's from July. And this is the same one, this one. It says 10 or 11, but that's from 13. And this I forgot, so let's search the 1150 LTA, and the other, they're a little bit older, I think. Yes, let's eat this candy. Yes, now I forgot. I think that was 1155. No, LTA 1150. That's the one down there. That's the most new one. But I like to have it in zip bags like this, because then I can take it out and look. Yes, this one, Intel Pentium G3250. It says copyright 11, but actually it says it was from July 2014. That's the same one. I think I got 3, the G3250. They are the same one. That's the G32 2020. That's 3 different. That's another one. The G3220. I think that was a 40, I not remember. Yes, then a 40. Yes. I think that would be logical just to sort it by LGA slots. I think need to do that. But we are reading about Eastern Germany. Let's put it back. I think the video is ready, but it's Friday evening and this holiday. The schools are closed, so I'd like to get the video public. Because maybe somebody is boring and don't know what to do. Maybe like to watch. Oh, it's Friday the 13th, that's holiday. Nobody go to work or school. This part 3. I was at this local gas station and eat sausages with bread. Part 4, but I'm making too much video. Nobody had time to watch my videos. I'm making about like 100 videos every week. Nobody had time to watch 100 videos from one YouTuber. Good. Everyone is public. Let's continue. It's 18, but the alarm clock is like 2 minutes in front of time. Let's just continue, but I need half a minute to go back to my bed. But we are page 2 and there's 29 pages. And the record 35 minutes, so I don't think, maybe not, but we have power enough for 1.5 hour more maybe. But the time is not so much, I can charge like 2 hours more and we can do the rest tonight. Then let's continue.
Ostdeutschland, Eastern Germany, was used to describe all the territories east of the Elbe, East Elbia, as reflected in the works of sociologist Max Weber and political theorist Carl Schmitt. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. History. On the basis of the Potsdam Conference, The Allies jointly occupied Germany west of the Oder-Neisse line, later forming Thesi-occupied territories into two independent countries. Light grey territories annexed by Poland and the Soviet Union, dark grey, West Germany, formed from the US, UK and French occupation zones including West Berlin, red, East Germany, formed from the Soviet occupation zone, including East Berlin. Explaining the internal impact of the GDR government from the perspective of German history in the long term, historian Gerhard Ritter, 2002, has argued that the East German state was defined by two dominant forces, Soviet communism on the one hand, and German traditions filtered through the interwar experiences of German communists on the other. 32. The GDR always was constrained by the example of the richer West, to which East Germans compared their nation. The changes implemented by the communists were most apparent in ending capitalism and in transforming industry and agriculture, in the militarization of society, and in the political thrust of the educational system and of the media. On the other hand, the new regime made relatively few changes in the historically independent domains of the sciences, the engineering professions. 33, 185-189 The Protestant churches. 33, 190 And in many bourgeois lifestyles. 33, 190 Social policy, says Ritter, became a critical legitimization tool in the last decades and mixed socialist and traditional elements about equally. 33. Origins. At the Yalta Conference during World War II, the Allies, the US, the UK, and the Soviet Union, agreed on dividing adfiated Nazi Germany into occupation zones. 34, and on dividing Berlin, the German capital, among the Allied powers as well. Initially, this meant the formation of three zones of occupation, i.e., American, British, and Soviet. Later, a French zone was carved out of the US and British zones. 1949 Establishment. The ruling Communist Party, known as the Socialist Unity Party of Germany, said, formed in April 1946 from the merger between the Communist Party of Germany, KPD, and the Social Democratic Party of Germany, SPD. 35. The two former parties were notorious rivals when they were active before the Nazis consolidated all power and criminalized them, and official East German and Soviet histories portrayed this merger as a voluntary pooling of efforts by the socialist parties and symbolic of the new friendship of German socialists after defeating their common enemy. However, there is much evidence that the merger was more troubled than commonly portrayed, and that the Soviet occupation authorities applied great pressure on the SPD's eastern branch to merge with the KPD, and the Communists, who held a majority, had virtually total control over policy. 36. The SED remained the ruling party for the entire duration of the East German state. It had close ties with the Soviets, which maintained military forces in East Germany until the dissolution of the Soviet regime in 1991. Russia continued to maintain forces in the territory of the former East Germany until 1994, with the stated purpose of countering NATO bases in West Germany. As West Germany was reorganized and gained independence from its occupiers. 1945-1949. The GDR was established in East Germany in October 1949. The emergence of the two sovereign states solidified the 1945 division of Germany. 37. On the 10th of March 1952, in what would become known as the Stalin Note, the General Secretary of the Communist Party of the Soviet Union, Joseph Stalin, issued a proposal to reunify Germany with a policy of neutrality, with no conditions and economic policies, and with guarantees for the rights of man and basic freedoms, including freedom of speech, press, religious persuasion, political conviction and assembly, and free activity of democratic parties and organizations. 38. The West demurred, Reunification was not then a priority for the leadership of West Germany, and the NATO powers declined the proposal, asserting that Germany should be able to join NATO and that such a negotiation